Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys have had a great new year. Today, I'm going to be comparing TradeWiz bot with Trojan bot. I loaded both accounts with the same amount of money. As you can see here and over here, it's literally a 5 cent difference. So we're going to be putting both bots to the test today. And what we're going to be doing is first, we're going to be looking over their useful extra features that the bots have. We're going to place some buy and sell orders and look at the fees. Then we're going to do some copy trades and look at the buy and sell speeds, as well as the copy trading fees. And we're going to also, lastly, look at the copy trade settings and overall see which bot performs the best. We're going to start off with TradeWiz first. When I say useful extra features, what I mean by that is features that are actually beneficial to the user, yourself. So on the start page here, if you click on Smart Wallet, you have a couple options. You can click Give me a smart money address, and you can do this up to 3 times per day. I've already used my 3 attempts, but what it does is it generates you a random wallet that you can review its stats and potentially copy trade. So that's a really good feature to have, where you can just randomly generate a wallet and start copy trading it and making money if it's a profitable wallet. So that's a great feature. I'm going to give TradeWiz 1 point for that. As well, in the same section here, they have a locate smart money for a specific token. If you click on that, and we have a coin here as an example, you can analyze any coin you want. And what it does is it shows you all of the top traders for any coin that you put in here. So here you see all these traders and how much they made and their P&L and the return on investment. And you can actually click onto the wallet and see how profitable this wallet is. And you can click on as many wallets as you want. There is a bit of a delay here because I did it too fast. But you can click on as many wallets as you want and analyze them and look at the transaction records. So that's another great feature TradeWiz has. So that's 2 points for TradeWiz in terms of features. Moving forward, they have an address analysis section where you can actually take any wallet. I have a random wallet that I just picked out randomly, and you can paste it in here and you can analyze any wallet you want. So TradeWiz is a great platform for analyzing wallets, tokens, and generating wallets for yourself as well. So that's another great feature. So we have 3 great features already just in the smart wallet section. Moving on, if you go over to positions, they have a claimed token account fee. So if you click on that, right now I have nothing. But let's say you've been trading, you made 1 or 5 trades or 10 trades. You're going to accumulate money here from the fees that you spent, and it's sort of like a rebate, and you're going to get money back. So extra money is also useful, always useful. So I would say that is another great feature. So that's 4 great features that we found on TradeWiz. And lastly, they have a gas estimation fee. One of the most common questions I get asked is, what gas fees do I use? TradeWiz has solved this by adding this feature here. And if you click it, it's going to give you from low to medium, high, and a very high. And you can go off this depending on how much you're trading with. So if you're trading with $10, you can go with low. Trading with $30, you can do medium. If you're trading with $50, you can do high, and so forth. So that's another great feature TradeWiz has. So I'm going to give TradeWiz 5 points on extra features that are useful. Before we continue, I do want to say that I always leave the official TradeWiz link in my video descriptions. And I highly recommend, if you are new to TradeWiz, to go off that instead of going on to Telegram and trying to find it on your own, as you might end up on the wrong page. Moving on to Trojan, on their start page, first thing I see is a sniper feature here. When I click it, after reading this, we are unable to get access and unable to use it. So we're unsure of how the sniper even works or if it's good or not. So we have to disregard that feature right now. Moving on, they have a trenches feature that they added that they say is pretty new. And what it is, it shows you all of the new pump fund launches right here in real time. And if you click onto the fire emoji, it'll show you all the coins that are migrating or about to migrate. And if you click onto the rocket symbol, it'll show you all of the recent coins that have migrated and hit Radium. So it's their own version of Meme Scope, but built into Trojan directly. And I would say this is a useful feature, especially if you're on the go and you just have your phone on you. This is a great feature to have in the app. So that's 1 point for Trojan. Moving forward, they have a bridge feature here. So let's say you have Ethereum, but you want it converted to Sol. You can bridge it right here directly on Trojan. So they are solving a problem. So I would say this is a useful feature. So that's 2 points for Trojan. Moving forward, they have an account security section here that they just added. And if you click create and follow the prompts, you can protect your account just in case your account gets compromised or hacked. The hackers won't be able to withdraw funds or export your wallet keys because you have this extra measure in place. So I would say that's another great feature Trojan has. So that's 3 points for Trojan. Moving forward, they have a burn feature here where, let's say you have a bunch of tokens you can't sell because the liquidity of the coin is too low or the amount you have is too low. You can actually just burn the token and it'll give you money, and money is always useful. So that is another useful feature that Trojan has. So that's 4 points for Trojan. Looking elsewhere, I haven't really seen anything else. So I'd have to leave it at 4 points for Trojan and 5 points for TradeWiz. So over here, we're going to update our spreadsheet and give this one to TradeWiz. And now we're going to move on to the buy and sell. So now we're going to buy and sell a token and look at the fees. So we're setting up the settings so there's no cheating. On Trojan, the minimum you could set your fees to is 0.0005, which kind of sucks. On TradeWiz, you can set it to much lower and it still is really quick. So we're going to have to stick to this one, this rate right here. And our slippage is going to be 10% for buy, and our slippage for sell is also going to be 10%. And on TradeWiz, so there's no cheating, exactly the same thing, 0.0005 for both buy and sell, and slippage will also be 10% for buy and sell. So I found this token here that has pretty much died out and there's been no activity recently, so we shouldn't get any disturbance. So we're going to buy it first on TradeWiz, but let's first remember the balance we have. We have 45.75. We have no money to claim in our token account fee. So 45.96 actually. It updates because the SOL price has gone up. That's why. So if we look at Trojan here, same thing. It's very similar. 45.84 and 45.96. So very similar. So we're gonna buy this token here, and we're gonna buy about $3 worth, and we're gonna sell it instantly. Just let that go through. And all right, now we're gonna sell it. Sell 100%. Sell success. We lost 0%. So remember, we had 45.96 and now we have 45.37. So it looks like we lost 60 cents, but if we look over here and go to claim token account fee, we're actually gonna get 38 cents back. So we're gonna claim that, and then we're gonna look over how much we actually have. So while that happens, we're gonna do the same thing for Trojan. Okay, it finished. So let's take a look. All right, so we're at 45.56 and we were at 45.96. So we spent 40 cents on this transaction for $3. Let's take a look at Trojan now. So we'll do 0.015, exactly the same thing. And we're going to sell it 100%. And let's take a look. So we lost a little over 2%. So we had 45.84 and now we have 45.09. So we lost about 75 cents here. And with TradeWiz, we only lost 40 cents. So when it comes to the fees, TradeWiz is a little bit better. So we're going to have to give this one to TradeWiz. All right, now moving on to the copy trade. So I'm going to be copy trading my Phantom wallet with both TradeWiz and Trojan. So we're going to be buying 0.015 for both. Funny enough, you can actually set your fees lower on the copy trade for Trojan, but not on the buy and sell, which is kind of weird. So we're going to keep it to 0.00001 for both buy and sell, and the slippage is 10%. Heading over to TradeWiz, we're going to do the same thing. Buy 0.015. Our slippage is 10%, and our gas fees are the same, 0.00001, and the sell is the same. And we have activated both. So now we're going to do a copy trade here on the same coin using our Phantom wallet. All right, so let's swap, and we're going to buy the same amount as well here. We're going to keep the amounts the same. We're going to go here and we're going to swap it, and now you're going to start to see how buys they're going to start to come in right now, and we're going to sell it as well, and then we're going to analyze So let's sell this real quick. Okay, and now we sold, and we're gonna take a look here. So this is my TradeWiz wallet, and this is my Trojan wallet, and this is my Trojan wallet here and my TradeWiz wallet. So for the buy, the TradeWiz was faster. If we look over here, the wallet is right over here. It starts with an E, and for Trojan, the wallet is over here. It starts with a SC. So you can see here, after my Phantom wallet bought, TradeWiz was after, and then it was Trojan. But then when it sold, Trojan was a little faster and TradeWiz was a little bit slower. And let's look at the fees now. So we are at 45.09, and now after this transaction, we are at 45. So very good. We only lost 9 cents. And with TradeWiz, we were at 45.55. And if we look at over here, we're at 44.98. But if we do our claim token account fee again, it's going to bring that price back up. So let's let that finish, and we're going to go to start again. So we're at 45.36, and we were at 45. So we lost 19 cents on TradeWiz, and we lost only 9 cents. So it's very negligible, the difference. But TradeWiz was faster, and that is what counts with the buys. With the sells, was a bit slower. So I will give this one to Trojan just because, it did beat TradeWiz in one of the sections here, and it was a little bit cheaper. So out of the 3 criterias, it did win on 2 of them. So we're going to give Trojan for the copy trade. So for the copy trade fees here, we're going to give it to Trojan. For the buy speed, we're going to give it to TradeWiz. And for the sell speed, we're going to give it to Trojan. So TradeWiz is still in the lead. And now the tiebreaker, well, not actually tiebreaker. So if Trojan wins this one, it will be a tie. But now we're going to look over the copy trade settings. Now we're going to look over the copy trade settings for both bots, starting off with Trojan. So you have your name and your address here, the amount you want to buy, if you want to copy sells, gas fees, slippage, and then under advanced features, you have duplicate buys, where you can choose if you want to copy trade and buy a token more than once. If you do, you click yes. If not, you click no. Only renounced, you can click yes. That's for protective measures. I would highly recommend it. You can also play around with liquidity and market caps here. They do have a retry feature here where you can do up to 5 retries, which is a nice touch that they have here. As well, auto sell, you can enable your own sells based on how you want to take profits. And you do have to set that up in your settings. Like you see here, you can set up your take profits and stop losses. And once you do, you can activate it, and it should be good to go. Other than that, there's not much more to it, guys. It's pretty simplistic and straightforward. And let's just take a look at TradeWiz now. Now looking at the TradeWiz copy trade settings, you have your name, your wallet, the amount you want to buy goes over here. And here's where it gets a little bit different. You can actually choose how much SOL you want to invest per wallet that you're copy trading. So let's say you're copy trading a wallet, but you don't want to invest more than 1 SOL copy trading them. You can actually put a max cap of 1 SOL, and after you've traded 1 SOL of currency, it'll stop copy trading. So this is a very good safety measure to have and a protective measure so you don't burn through your account. As well, here you can set how many times you want to buy a token. So let's say the wallet you're copy trading bought 4 times, but you only want to buy once. You can leave it at 1, or you can set it to 4 or as many times as you like. Moving forward, on renounce for safety measures, you can put don't buy. Liquidity, unburned, don't buy. I didn't see that feature on Trojan, but they have it on TradeWiz, which is very important for safety measures. Going forward, you have your copy pump fund. You can put it to true, your radium true. As well, you can play around with market caps and liquidity pools. And then here you can copy sells of the wallet you're tracking. And you can also copy the sell by position ratio. And what does that mean? Let's say you copy traded a wallet and the position is up and the coin keeps going higher and higher and higher. And the wallet you're copying is taking profits slowly because they know what they're doing. You can actually take profits with them. So that's what this feature does. And that's a great feature that TradeWiz has. Moving forward, they have an auto retry feature up to 3 times. I've never gone up to 3, but it's great to have. It's a great feature they have in place. Then you got your gas and sell gas fees over here, your anti-mev, and your slippage. And they also have a pump fund slippage, which is new, and Trojan doesn't have this, where you can actually set a higher or a lower slippage depending on what kind of coins you're trading. If you're trading coins that have already migrated, you can set the slippage here, and coins that are still, trying to migrate and are just on pump fund, you can put the slippage here. And as well, you can put your own sells here, auto sell features here, take profits, and you can put, I believe, up to 4 or 5. So it's really nice to have. I think it just goes on and on and on. So you can put as many as you like, which is amazing. And other than that, there's not much more to it. But in my opinion, guys, TradeWiz does have more features than Trojan. Just by looking at it clearly, the list is longer, and they do have some nice features that Trojan does not have. So I would have to give this one to TradeWiz. All right, so that concludes the tests, and it does look like TradeWiz does have the edge over Trojan, but I'll let you guys decide that for yourselves after watching this video. I will say that I was a Trojan user for a very long time until I discovered TradeWiz, and I'm never going back, because when it comes to copy trading, their features, their speed and fees, they are just clearly unmatched. Trojan is a good bot, but when it comes to TradeWiz, it does have that edge over it. So if you've never tried out TradeWiz before and you're using a different bot or you're using Trojan, I highly recommend you do try it out. The link will be in my description. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.